Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of the Let's Play Create series, where in a previous episode we built this beautiful cottage right behind us where we're going to live, and then we went and did some exploring and a bunch of fun things. But I will link that episode up there. Yeah, up there. So in this episode we're going to look at maybe getting some create energy going, stress, I believe, stress units. We're going to look into getting that done, and we're also just going to build a few things around the base. So let's jump right into it. So first things first, we have this mess that we slowly started moving in towards the inside of the house, and then we've got this little barrel that I've asked around, and I believe it's from HypnoJo, and it contains 4 mending books. So that's absolutely fantastic, and don't mind the inventory. And then if we come in here, the inventory is amazing because we've slowly started working on an interior. So over here, we've added a staircase with some storage that just runs down here. We've got our greenery, we've got our wood stuff. And we even have some floor storage for random bits over here and here. And if we come upstairs, we have this little cozy lounge with some plants, some railing. And we've got a little lounge, we've got a TV going. And we've got a little bedroom on this side, 2 beds. Got somewhat of a view. Look, there you can see Maya's build. Let's maybe stand back. And a little computer with some more storage if we need it. So that's upstairs. This area is like the least done. And then we've got the kitchen area, which again, the storage might move. It's just temporary to get all the stuff out from inside. We've got a little area for smelting up stuff, some foodie items, and just a bunch of chests over here. And that exits into this area. And the basement's got nothing in it. It's got a temporary create machine to cook my food, but that's about it. So yeah, I think let's see if I can just add a bit more detail to this and I'll bring you back. We're very busy. We cleared out this area. As you guys can see, we left the waystone. We'll create a little area for it. I think this somewhere here, but not today or not now. So we've cleared out this area, and I did do some more work on interior. So you come in and we've got this little divider now that divides the room in two with this green plant type creeper thing, a carpenter's table from chipped, some more things over here. I will put maybe my first set of armor on there. And if we go through here, we've got the mason's table, we've got some more storage over here, plants, tree like stuff, and then all these barrels are full of storage materials as well, because this is from what was around the corner over here. We moved it in here and created a divider with it, so it really separates the two areas. And we did move the door over one, and I think it looks fantastic. While we're in here, another thing I'd like to mention is storage. So currently we're just using barrels. These are just barrels that we retexturized using the carpenter's table from chipped, but we need to look into a modded storage system. So what we have in here is we've got, I think it's Tom's Simple Storage. So we can go for something like this, which is Tom's Simple Storage. It's got chests, it's got wireless terminals, I think it's got inventory crafting, so you can craft from anywhere. So that is something we can look into. Otherwise, we can also look at AE2, which is a bit more complex and I think a longer process. So we can either start with Tom's, or we can start aiming towards doing these type of things, but these take a while to do. So that is something, but I'll see too if I remember to do a poll up there right now, and then you guys can vote. Would you like to see Tom's Simple Storage, which I don't know how popular it is or how often people have seen it in videos, so it might be interesting and new, or do you guys want to see AE2? It's your choice. So if the poll's up there, vote. Otherwise, in the comments, let me know. We've done enough decorating, sorting, and I think it's time we tackle a bit of Create itself. And well, you can't do anything in Create if you do not have a form of power. So we're going to build a power generating system, and that will be in the form of a windmill. I've seen these windmills so many times, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to get into the windmills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all move these animals again, because I think this general area is quite nice for the windmills. I might keep that tree and that tree for now. I'm going to remove that one and the small one. Move all the animals temporarily. I think maybe just down over here somewhere and just thin them out. Keep 2 of each like the pigs. And then when I'm back with all the materials, we'll talk a bit and before we head into a time lapse. I think, yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to move animals and get resources. And just like that, the area's been cleared out. But honestly, it took way longer than I would have liked it to take because our internet's on the fritz. It died a couple of times, and you might even pick it up in the time lapse. Nightmares. So before we can continue with this project, I need to do a bit of resource gathering. So I'm just gonna go into the mines, gather up a few things, make sure I've got everything, and I'll bring you guys back when we start crafting the components for our windmill. We're back here in the kitchen and we've gathered up a lot of ores and resources, which should be enough to do this build. But first, I want to show you something I found on my little adventure. So if we go in here, we go down somewhere over here. Yeah, skelly spawner. We actually found a skeleton spawner, and if my calculations are correct, or if I looked at the chords correctly, it's quite close to base as well. So we might even turn this into a little bone meal farm, XP farm very, very soon. Maybe even in this episode. But yes, for now, back to base and then crafting. And here we have all the resources we're going to need for this build to get started. And I'll only have to craft things like the windmill bearing, which is quite easy, a shaft, it's a block, and a slab. So not too much crafting. So I think with that, it's time for us to start a little time lapse. So sit back, enjoy, as we build the windmill. Okay, so I cannot stop looking at this windmill. I mean, this is the biggest thing I've built in Create, and I absolutely love it. I mean, I would just build windmills all over the server because they're so cool. Like, just look at all the detail you can add to it, and it will still rotate, and it will produce stress units for machines. I mean, I love it. This is like the best part of the mod. I do notice there's one sail I did not share right over there. That's something I'll get to, but I mean, Wow, okay. Anyway, before I get distracted or totally lost in the windmill. So that's the windmill build, and that will be somewhat of a power supply early game for some of our starter machines, and I think it looks fantastic. But now the big problem we have is getting here. I mean, our front door's over there, so every time I want to come here, I need to do some parkour heading over here. So I think what we need to do is maybe create some form of a road, bridge, something over here. So I'm gonna see if I can do something about that, and then maybe do some paths. Yeah, because what I want to do is I also want to come down here somehow and enter this cave, because this cave is quite nice, so it could be used for either a nether portal, or it could connect to the basement or something like that. I'm not sure. That's something I might even do both, so it connects to the basement and our nether portals down here, because now currently every time I want to go to the nether, I end up going all the way down there to Alpha Base, which is, there's the portal right over there. Oh, it's off, that one there. So I think I'm gonna gather up some resources and maybe just insert the paths and clear away the ground so far, so long for now, and then I'll bring you guys back. And a whole lot has happened. I inserted a little pathway. I moved over the waystone, created a little cliff for it. It needs a bit more greenery. It's too many torches. And then I created a little path running down to here, cleared up some of this area, cleaned it up, fixed that area because I want to build a bridge over here, which we'll get to. And if we head down here, I create a little path that kind of runs into this area. So not done, but it's there. So I think what we need to do is maybe roll another time lapse and we get to building this bridge. I think that would be cool, getting the bridge in place. So let's do that. Time lapse time again. And just like that, this area has easy access and it looks fantastic. I mean, look at this bridge, look at this view. The shadows, it's perfect. The bridge heads on over, and what I did is I planted a few extra trees. I planted that one, this one, oh, and this one. And it just gives this whole area a different feeling. The enchanted area looks, or not enchanted, waystone area looks a lot nicer, and we just have some bushes all along the edges and even for the cave. And a waterfall. I just blocked it off at the moment because I want to see if we can make the stream go through there, but that will have to wait. But also, that will have to be it for this episode because I have run out of time. So let me know down in the comments two things. What do you think of the base? Do you like it? Whoops, sorry, do you like it? And also, which one of the storage systems should we go for? AE2 or Tom's Simple Storage? Or do we start with Tom's and head to AE2 later on? Down in the comments, let me know. And again, please do remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now. Oh, and also, go check out HypnoJo and MiahQuests, link down in the description. They're fantastic YouTubers and they get up to some really cool create things themselves. Bye for now.